Thank you for listening to 11 Speak. You're now tuned in for another live Vine message.
I'm going to talk about it. Confronted spirits in your life, right? You got to call people out. Maybe not to their face, but in the spirit world, you look at them and you say, okay, this person, I can see, I'm willing to see clear. When I say ba ba ba, they say ba ba ba. So you can test spirits. Test the spirit, right? Is that what I said? Test the spirit? So when I am thinking, okay, this guy has a spirit of, like he channels, those dark forces to do stuff, and he's got a spirit of trying to like tap into me or like, so I call forth the spirit. I test the spirit. I said, I asked him a question, a pointed question. I was like, how do you do what you do, basically, referring to his power or whatever. And I guess that's pretty old school, actually. Who do you do what you do by, anyways. So, 5-10 words into his answer, like he can, it's come right out, channel, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's the word I was told to look for, like, I don't know why I'm squirming, probably because it makes my flesh uncomfortable. So yeah, test the spirits. Now, what happened for me was, the first one to come magnified to me, like I had to be like, oh, okay, this person calls themselves my friend, but the way they act is not what any of my friends who love me would do, right? So I'm like, okay, it's not what I want to see. I wish for better, but that's what it is, right? And then I had to get over like being like against them and get to where I was like, okay, now I still have to be for them, but only by an act of God could they rearrange my heart to where like I could see this person, I could see who they serve and why, and then I could see where, God asked me to edify them, because in a way that's setting a table before your enemies, because he told me he would do that. And maybe this is one of the ways he did it, is like someone that I saw who they worship, and that's against who I worship or whatever, like, set up an idol, but a set up idol. Anyways, and then the same person is going to come to me for advice. Why? Because the spiritual hierarchy. But then it came where I was like, I don't want to go around torching bridges. I don't either want a relationship with these people that are not in service to the kingdom of God, because the spirit that they serve, of course, is going to want to work against my spirit, right? But when I come in there with a knowledge of they can't touch me, and I know the hierarchy, and then I can see through and I can say, well, they're still a person, and I'm still obligated to show them love. Like God makes a way where I can show them love without being perturbed or vexed by them. But it's still a work in progress. But I feel that like if you're just gonna like, we're gonna live in Babylon and we're never gonna like talk to a Babylonian, like we're just gonna get in the temple and close the doors and call it a day, like maybe I'm down with that. But if not, if we're still here and we're supposed to be making mention of the Lord and his ways and everything, like here we are.
Thank you for listening to 11 Speak. Like and subscribe down below and hit the bell icon to get the notifications from the live Vine. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like me to speak on.